Hey, what's good everybody? It's your boy Krypts here. We're back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Chongyun. So, Chongyun is a DPS character. He's a Claymore user. Just getting right into it. And I did, as you can see, kind of built him to level 50. Not right now. It was back when the game kind of just started when I got Chongyun. I did have Diluc at the time, and I was looking for a second DPS because I didn't have Razor at the time. Even though Razor was in the shop, I just didn't have enough. So I did have Chongyun. I got him to level 50. I do have a few constellations because of the Zhongli banner. So I'm almost maxed out constellation for him. Now the real question in today's video is, will Chongyun be an S tier DPS? Will he be one of the best DPS in the game? The reason why I say this is because the new artifacts that are coming out includes a Chiral artifact that definitely benefits Chongyun. So on screen right now, I'm gonna put up the picture of the artifact. So the Blizzard Strayer, a 2-piece set, is a Chiral damage bonus of 15%. Now with Chongyun, he's kind of an interesting character. He kind of does more damage over time, and he also at the same time does more elemental damage than physical damage most of the time, because you're going to be using his elemental burst a lot, because he does actually gains it back fairly quickly. So there's that. Also at the same time, with this new set, he's gonna definitely do a lot more damage, of course, if built correctly. So like I said, Chiral damage bonus 15%. That's simple, nice and good. 15%, that's a good percentage. Y'all already know how, like, the other artifacts such as like Diluc, for example, you know, that bonus does make a difference. And you know, for especially for their elemental burst, it definitely will help them a lot. Now, if we go to the 4-piece set, when a character attacks an enemy affected by Chiral, their crit rate is increased by 20%. If the enemy is frozen, the crit rate is increased by an additional 20%. So you got the Chiral effect that increases by 20%, and then you also have the frozen aspect that's also increased by 20%. Now, that's pretty amazing. That is really good. So you get a total of 40% crit rate. So when you're building your artifacts with Chongyun, you know, you don't really need to really go so hard on crit rate, right? Yeah, you can, like, right now if you go to his attributes, he has a 5% crit rate and a 50% crit damage. 50% crit damage, that is a lot. So you kind of want to, when you're building artifacts with Chongyun, you might want to, you know, lean towards more crit damage than crit rate, because if you run that 4-piece set, you're gonna have an additional 40%. Obviously, you're gonna have to have a team that builds around Chongyun, and I will show you at the end of the video how you what's a good team to build around Chongyun. So that crit rate at 5% plus that 40%, so you already have a 45% crit rate, you know. So I recommend, maybe if you want for the crit rate, maybe go around above 60. I would say 60 to 70, around the area, crit rate for Chongyun when you're building your artifacts. And then the crit damage, you just want that number as high as possible. Like, you want that number 120 plus if possible. You know, obviously you're gonna have to get lucky with your stub stats, and you know, with your main stat for the crown, because you probably want the crit damage main stat. But just the potential with Chongyun, just looking at it, he could be a very, very good character to use, and I would say possibly an S tier DPS. You know what I'm saying? Especially the fact that he's 4-star. A lot of people should have him, right? So Chongyun is very, very interesting, and I really do think he's gonna be a very good character when 1.2 is released. By the way, next week, December 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. So he is coming up very soon. So slowly, I'm probably gonna start building to my Chongyun. Probably get him to like level 70, because obviously I still am building my Mona and Bennett, which I will be making videos hopefully sometime next week or so. I just need to get materials to finally get them to this fullest potential I can, for y'all to see how good they are. But Chongyun, definitely someone you definitely should consider, especially the fact that if you did summon on the Zhongli banner, you will get a few, constellations, right? His constellations are pretty good. So definitely, if you do have constellation for Chongyun, really consider building Chongyun on maybe not maybe your main team, because most likely you'll probably have a main DPS, but probably for like domains that Cairo is really good at, or Spiral Abyss, obviously. So yeah, Chongyun definitely is someone very interesting. And at the start of the game, everyone's got to realize that Chongyun was actually supposed to be decent. I think on the tier list, he was considered A tier, but he's kind of fallen off because people realize he just isn't doing enough. But with this new artifact, I really would put him on my S tier. Most likely prior to 1.2, I will probably make a tier list. A tier list video. I'm one to not really care much about tier lists. I really never really cared about the tier list. I just want to use characters that I feel like are fun to use and I liked, right? So when it comes to tier lists, try not to focus too much on it, right? And then just kind of play the game and how you like it, right? Anyways, I'm gonna go to a domain. I'm gonna show you how to use Chongyun when 1.2 comes out. So I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are in the domain. I'm gonna show you how you want to maximize Chongyun as much as you can when the new artifacts come out. So as I'm gonna start this domain here, we got some characters here. It won't really work on the Cairo too much because you can't really freeze. Actually, can you freeze them? Actually, I think you can. Actually, I might be wrong. Not sure. I don't think you can. Okay, I'm very out of it. But all right. So if you can see, if an enemy is affected by Hydro, as you can see here, I'm gonna give him like a Hydro effect here, right? So if you affect him with Cairo, I'm gonna hit him with Chongyun. It instantly really freezes them. So basically, Mona and Chongyun, or any Hydro characters with Chongyun, can freeze any Hydro enemies that have Hydro elements. So you want to combo Mona, because I'm just using Mona example. There's probably other combinations you can use as well. I also know the Jingyu kind of guy. I can't pronounce his name. I'll probably put him on stream into the video, but he's probably one of the best to do this with Chongyun, because he can infinitely freeze with Chongyun. And in an instance, he can just instantly freeze, and Chongyun can go rampage mode, attack after attack after attack, and they're basically frozen all the time, right? So basically, this is already a Hydro character, so I just hit him with this. My E, I can use my ultimate, and they're frozen. And then because I don't have any artifacts or anything like that, but you'll see in a bit. You also realize that if you use Chongyun ultimate, it's kind of like D-Luke, where he has a Cairo kind of effect into his sword. So after you use his ultimate, you can instantly freeze everyone if you're putting Hydro elements into the enemy. So Chongyun will basically always have that freeze reaction attacks at his disposal basically all the time. So the artifact really is built for him. You just gotta find ways to freeze your opponents, and just even affecting Cairo damage to them, you get a 20% crit rate. If you freeze them, you get an additional 20%, and that adds up to 40%. So obviously that's definitely going to help you. Hopefully this video, it's just a little short one. Hopefully it'll help you out. Try to think what you want to do with the Chongyun and all that stuff. There's not much really to it. Chongyun honestly will be a very good character with this new artifact set, and I'm just letting y'all know that if you do have a Chongyun, and if you really want a good Cairo character DPS, or even a DPS itself, really look into Chongyun for sure. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, notifies you whenever I put out a video. That's gonna be it for me. I will put up this video hopefully soon, and I'll keep on making some daily content for y'all. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Peace.